Good morning, I'm Chip.
Hey, good morning, I'm Steve.
Bob. And this is
Chip's
Chip's
Garage.
Garage. Got a special one.
I
I want to wish everybody a Merry Christmas.
Merry
yeah,
Christmas.
yeah. This is going to be our last
yes,
video
great.
of the year.
Yeah. And you know, I want to wish everybody, especially the ones that came here, all of our people that arrived with the cars, all the great people who we met over the last, 3 years now almost.
3 years now.
Yeah.
And all our viewers.
And our viewers.
Yeah.
Our viewers.
Thank
Merry
you.
Christmas.
Merry Christmas.
Yeah.
Let's look at it, man. We got something so cool.
Hey, I just want to say thank you, Bob. I know it was cold morning getting it ready, but thank you again. Bob and I known each other for over 46 years, and I remember when you brought it home this year as a white 4-cylinder pickup, huh?
Right, a 6-cylinder, a 4-cylinder with a 4-speed, and then cut the frame off, and we did all that stuff.
So let's start with the front. Let's start with the paint. Okay, let's start with that.
Well, a buddy of mine, he just passed away last week. He painted it. It took us like 3.5 months to paint it. Did all the stuff to it, and he made me take it completely apart.
Yep.
All the doors off, no motor, no tranny, no interior, no nothing.
So it was painted right.
Yeah.
Tell us though about the the custom stripes and what happens with them. And you were telling us at night. I mean, viewers would love to hear that.
Oh yeah. Well, the car started. I told him I wanted this kind of color here, and he started off painting it silver. I go, silver? That's not what I want. And anyway, getting the point, it ended up like this. He kept making different colors, and those neons down the side are white paint, and then and blue candy over top of it.
Okay.
And then you can also, like at night, he used to take a flash, and he'd flash the stripes on the side, and it's the only thing that shows up at night is the stripes.
Oh, that's I saw that one night at Biff Burger.
Right.
Yeah. Well, you built this to have fun. A little fun.
Yeah, my son and I did it.
Yeah,
my son and I built it together.
Yeah. And you put what, a 6-point roll cage? Is it 6-point?
Yeah, it's more than that. It's a 10-point roll cage, whatever.
10-point. Okay.
And it's all the way out to the front. You'll see it goes all the way underneath the fender wall. It goes all the way back. We cut the frame off behind the cab. All new frame rails, everything.
Well, you didn't cut it up, which is very nice. You didn't cut this up where, you didn't take the wipers off. You didn't butcher a lot of stuff.
I also, in the front here, I put all the roll cage goes over the speakers in the front.
Down
goes all the way down there.
You did a great job. So the truck looks fairly stock.
Yeah, it does. And I love that. Look, a couple of things I want to make a point about that you said, though, is you and your son did it.
Right.
And guys, we talk about it every video. Get them involved. Get your kids and grandkids out there, right? That's how you get them interested. And we all have stories when we were 15 years old that somebody let us in the garage or took us for a ride. Now, second thing is the roll cage certified? Did you ever have a no? Okay,
so I wanted to make sure the dash went back in it.
Yeah.
The roll cage is behind the dash, inside the dash and everything.
Yeah.
Behind the seat.
Well, let's
go
look
and
it
open
up.
it
Yeah.
Okay, you don't mind? Okay.
The stripes go inside the door too. All the stripes go inside the door.
Oh, nice.
And all the roll cage goes here. If you look up the side, it's a halo up top.
Show them this here, Bob, how it comes out.
And this here, the door bar kit here.
Door bar kit, so you can get in and out.
So
a lot of people don't do this, and they just want to flop in there, huh?
Yep. And then we also made the armrest miss the roll cage here. If you can look at the other side.
Oh yeah, right here.
Right here, we made that.
That's a really neat idea. So it doesn't hit.
Yeah, it doesn't hit the other side.
Right.
And like I said, the roll cage, I wanted to make sure the dash went back in the car. And the roll cage is actually in the car with the dash.
So that's the actual original dash,
Right,
just customized
right,
with the
yeah,
gauges and everything
Right,
that you did.
Right.
Now this is a street
Yes.
car,
That's
right?
all
This
it
is
is, right.
not a race truck or anything. This is an actual
Right.
street car.
Everything on here I had to make. I had to make all the seat tracks. We had to make everything. Instead of putting the tranny cooler in the front, we put it in the back of the car underneath with the fan. We did all that stuff. And everything you had to do, we had to make it. And I want to make sure the bars come out of the back window here.
Yeah.
They're removable. You can actually take the bed off.
Oh, really?
Everything can be taken off. The fuel cell, everything disconnects at the bed. Everything.
Wow.
And you can leave everything in the car and take the bed off.
Now we
you
were
ever have to-
talking about this. How many hours do you think you? Because he
Years.
did everything custom, and you did it all yourself, right?
Well, yeah, a lot of the stuff. There's a whole bunch of different things you can't see. Like when he did the bed here, he actually wanted this line right here to match. So he made me cut the mounts inside here and lower the bed. And then he didn't like how it fit here.
Right.
So then he cut it inside here and he brought the bed in. So this matches here.
Right.
So you don't see anything from the side.
Right.
Spent hours. CL spent hours on that. Yeah.
Like you said, one of those small, subtle things. And point them out to us as we go around, because viewers would love to see it.
There's a body line here and one all the way across. We got rid of that one. And then there's another one up front here with a
He kept this one.
Yeah, no, that there used to be all messed up right here.
Okay.
And the way the factory sets up there, and it's all he made all that.
Made that. Okay.
Yep.
What I like is you kept the original rubbers on it. Right. You kept a lot of originality to where the truck it's put together beautiful. I love the way it's not butchered up and hacked up, and you know.
It was a lot of work. I mean, if you do it all yourself, and that's what I did. I had different friends, like a friend, buddy of mine, helped me build the motor.
Yeah.
George Baber,
Yeah.
he helped me build the motor, and then a friend of mine did the trannies and put a 4400 stall converter in it, and then the rear end's a 9-inch Ford, a spool.
What do you got for gears?
456 gears.
Wow.
And,
Yeah,
and
wow.
it's got the
and it's a 383 stroker in this.
Yeah, yeah.
With a 4400 stall.
and it's got the spool and all that other stuff in it. And
Yeah.
I got the coil overs. We got rid of the leaf springs. It's got the ladder bars.
We'll take a look at that. What year is the truck? I don't know.
83.
An 83.
83.
All right.
Still shuts like an
Yeah.
old Chevy pickup.
So tell us about the back here a little bit. What you
On
got
the back,
going on,
when we
what
got to
you
the
did.
back, I had to stop building it because I ran
Go
out of
ahead and
money.
show us.
And then in the back of it, all the back here, this is the
All this.
battery, the fuel cell, the fuel pump, and then there's a return line here that runs all the way to the front. Okay, because the pump is I can't remember how many
You
gallons.
said like
It's a very
400
big-
gallons, I think. it
400
was.
gallons an hour fuel pump, and you can't lower it enough to get to the front because the front it deadheads,
Oh
and
yeah.
then the fuel pressure keeps going up. So we had to run another line
return.
here, a return
Return.
here, all the way to the front.
You're running
Yeah.
what, a 10-gallon tank?
See, I think it's a 15. I'm not
15,
positive.
okay.
Yeah. it
So you
looks
could
pretty
get
good.
about a
But I
80
made
miles.
all this, all the brackets. I made all this stuff here, and all these different things that you do. All those tubs there. That's the rear end inside the car.
Yeah.
That's
Right
why it's
there.
up like
Under
that.
this bump.
Under that bump there, that's the rear end housing comes up.
So
inside the
you
car.
hand custom made all these
All this.
plates
Yeah,
and
yeah.
I
designed
bought
everything
this,
yourself?
I bought this, but that piece of metal there,
Right.
I bent over behind on the
Right.
back of my yard and around a telephone pole. Believe it or
Yeah.
not.
Yeah.
That's
well,
awesome.
what I like about Bob is I've known Bob for years, and Bob's got some really, in another plug for him, he's got some beautiful cars, other cars we're
Yeah.
going to feature someday.
Yeah, good.
But what I like about him, he's always kept everything in order, you know, and it's not down, up, this, over there. Screws aren't this way or that way.
I love the way
Yeah, I
you
know.
laid out. But point this out real, Bob. Just a little thing again for the viewers. Like tell them what you got going on here. Same on the fuel
This
pumps.
is the relay here. I can turn it off over here underneath. Okay, and everything that's blue is hot. Anything that's like this clear color is the ground.
Yeah,
Okay,
and he
so
just
it's-
brought up a great point, Steve. Coloring your wire code coloring is hugely important.
Yeah.
I mean, especially later on if you got to
Yeah.
fix something if
Yeah.
you don't
Yeah.
know. So that's great. Now, what do you got going on over here?
This is the fuel pump, Barry
Right.
Grant, and the
Yeah.
fuel filters here. And I ran all the fuel lines up inside
Up
here,
in here.
up inside.
Nice.
Like I said, over
Nice.
here, return
See
comes
all
over here.
Beautiful.
That's the
all through
overflow
here.
comes
Yeah.
here. And I did all that.
And you
And,
got a fuel pressure gauge.
Fuel pressure gauge
Yeah.
there, and then the relay. Everything shuts off inside the car. This is all the high voltages here
Yeah,
and low
awesome.
voltage to it.
You know,
Awesome.
Did all
what
that.
I like about it is the tailgate's still functioning. I hate when they weld the tailgate up. I don't like it.
Yeah.
I don't like when they weld it up and it doesn't look like a truck now.
I agree.
But I like it's a functioning tailgate.
Well, like you said, what he did was he kept this. This is how I like them. It's a street
Yeah.
car. It's a
Yeah.
street truck. I mean,
Well, he spent a lot of time.
You know
on
it's
his
an
paint work.
S10.
yeah.
The back thing here, it says Chevrolet in the back. He
Yeah.
spent almost 4 hours on that back
It
taping
all
that off.
glows. It just glows. It's really
Yeah.
beautiful.
And it doesn't look like much, but he had to tape all that lettering off, all around the letters, and then
Yeah.
he painted it. And then it's got the stripe here. You can see it right here, the line right there, and that was done, taped off, and then blue over top of it, and blue candy over the whole thing.
Beautiful.
Yeah, beautiful.
Yeah. Now tell us up underneath, and we'll show with the video underneath there. Tell them what you got going on under there again. How big the tires are. That
They're
kind of
18 and a half inches across,
Okay.
and
Okay.
it's got the coil over shocks, the spool, the 9-inch for the spool. It's got the Wilwood disc brakes on it, on the rear, disc
Very
brakes
good,
all the way
very good
around.
setup.
I did all that stuff in the back, and then
Now
you
you
know,
did
cus-
this.
Go ahead.
yeah, a friend of mine, UPS mechanic at work, when I first started, we cut the frame off behind the cab, and we measured everything. And there's different people. That's what you need to know. Different people help you out,
Yeah.
and it's not all me, but I was there every inch of the way.
Yeah.
And then you just gotta, but
Now-
you gotta do it all.
Bob gave me a figure. I'm not going to say it, but he gave me a figure from 10 years ago. You can almost double it now.
Oh yeah.
Pretty much.
If you were to do it today.
Yeah.
I don't know how much it's worth, but
Yeah.
I mean,
I know
double the figure of all the parts.
oh yeah.
You know, and
But,
it's a lot of money he's got in.
How long did it take you to do it roughly? And we're never done, but
10 years.
10 years to do
But the
it.
thing is, you got to understand it. You get to a certain point, like the rear end, and I couldn't do anymore because I had to spend money.
Right.
There's a lot of money in the rear end.
Right.
Moser
Right.
axles and the spool.
Oh
and,
yeah.
and all
Sure.
that other stuff. All
It's
that
very
costs money.
expensive.
And nobody realizes how much this stuff costs.
Hey,
until
you just
buy
pick
it.
up a Speedway book.
Yeah.
If you got a lot of money, you just open your wallet. But
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I like how he didn't hack up the. Come over here, Bob.
Yeah.
You didn't cut these up. Really
The
nice.
wheel wells.
The wheel wells. I
Right.
mean, you thinned it out here.
Right.
You know, you had to.
Well,
but you didn't.
But when you cut the wheel wells here, I had to make the piece that goes from here
Right.
to inside here because there's two different walls.
Right,
I had
right.
to make that piece.
But it's not butchered up. It's
No.
not hacked up, which I like. You know, it's
Right.
not like cut
Right.
up into, you know.
I like the old Weld
Weld
Wheels.
Wheels, yeah.
A lot of
They're-
times when
they're
you build
beautiful.
something like that, sometimes you got to buy the wheels first and then make the car fit the wheels.
Yes.
Sure,
Because
sure.
otherwise,
sure.
you buy the car, then you got to order real expensive wheels. Okay, when I did this, I got the wheels and tires, and then I cut the frame, and we made the wheels and tires fit the car.
Yeah.
It's the opposite
Excellent,
way
yeah,
because
yeah,
normally when you spend lots of money, I got it all done. What about the
Yeah,
tires? And then
stick
the
around.
rims, and you got to then spend this big money on the
Yep.
rims.
Or it goes
Yeah.
in. You know.
It's a great
yeah.
point.
But
Yeah.
did all that, and
And,
then,
and he made a passenger seat.
I didn't put a door bar kit on this side. That wasn't thinking, but,
Excuse me.
here's that door I was talking about here. Where it's slanted right here. That's where the roll cage, right there.
But he's got a radio and carpet in it.
And we
Yeah.
put electric windows in it. We
Does
put
the
electric
radio
door
work?
locks in it.
And as we show the viewers with the video, just tell them what's in there with your switches and that
All the
kind
switches.
of stuff.
Well, the
Just share
switches.
with them.
Anyway,
We can get a
one
close up
switch
in there.
does the fuel pump, and the other one does the anyway the water pump and all that other happy stuff.
Yeah.
Everything's hooked up there. We did all that, and like I said, I tried to make everything fit. I made everything inside the car. All the MSD box, the coil, everything's underneath the dash. Nothing's out front.
Yeah, no, it's clean. You
Oh,
know.
oh, look at this. Look at this. Come over here.
Now the
Come over
stripes on the side.
here. Look at this. In here. Look what he did.
The stripes on the side.
Look at this. I'll come in here.
He comes in. He comes down the
Look at
side.
that.
Over here, down the side.
How many
goes
people
up here.
do that?
Did it underneath
Oh,
the hood too.
Nobody.
Did it underneath the hood. I can show you underneath. the
Yeah.
hood real
Oh
quick.
yeah. We
Yeah.
got it. Oh, yeah. That's right. That's,
Let's get to
yeah,
the hood. Let's
the
get to the
big-
meat
big,
here.
the big stuff here. Very nice, Bob.
Beautiful.
The stripes run inside the hood and everything. And all these wheel wells, I'm going to show you. I made them out of cardboard. And then we pulled the mold off them with fiberglass. Okay, and then anyway,
Look
So
at this.
say that one more time slow
these
for us, so
the
they know
roll
what you're-
cage. The roll cage actually runs down here, all the way through here and to the front. That's why you put the stripe here. And then we made this all out of cardboard. Then we pulled this. This is fiberglass. And pulled the mold off of it. Pull the mold off that.
Unbelievable.
Did
A
all that.
lot of thought and
And then we
engineering.
moved the radiator back this way underneath. See, the radiator's moved, and I took the filler tube off here and put it right here.
Oh
Okay.
yeah.
Put it right there.
Okay,
The filler
okay.
tube was here, and then I welded all the
Okay.
brackets
Nice.
and I made all the
Nice, all that.
that's the roll control there,
Okay.
and then the water
But
pump.
tell them what a roll control is. Some people don't
It's,
know.
it's like a line lock. You hit the brake, you hit the button, and it locks the front brakes.
So you
light-
can
yeah.
so you can
And the
warm
back
your
and the
tires
back and
up.
the back brakes loosen up. But the guy that helped me build the motor, like I said, he did everything for me. I was there the whole time. You learn a lot from different
Yeah.
people, and he taught me how to
Oh
lot of
yeah.
different
We
things.
poured and
and-
polished, flowed,
yeah,
everything.
yeah,
Yeah,
he's got
yeah.
a flow bench. He lives here
Yeah.
in Brooksville.
Now, how much
That's-
horsepower?
I don't know.
Okay,
man. I'm
roughly.
just guessing.
450, 500.
At least 5.
Yeah.
At least five.
yes.
Okay.
And how many
Listen.
pounds is it? About 2,300, 2,400?
About 24 probably.
Okay.
But,
And
uh,
That's
again, look
light.
at, he didn't cut the hood up. He didn't
see
cut
the stripes here?
major stuff up.
See the stripes here?
Look at this.
And the stripes actually
Look
go
at this.
here.
And here,
See
look
the
at,
top of the hood here? They
look at
actually go
this.
along the top of the hood.
and
down
look
the
at
side
this,
of the
down
hood,
the
down the
side
side
right
of the
here.
hood.
Look at this, down the
And then he
side.
ran it up in here. He ran it here.
Down here.
And then he asked me what size motor is it? He says, well, what is it in liters? It's a 3D3. And I said, well, I called my wife and she says it's 6.3. That was always my lucky number. 63 is my
yeah,
lucky
you were
number.
telling us.
And he so he put it on the firewall right
See
there.
the 6.3.
Six-
That's,
6.3,
that's a
yeah.
3D3 converted.
So
to
that's
liters.
your lucky number, and then that's the size what it came out to in
Right.
liters.
And he also took all the heater core out, did all that stuff.
Oh,
and
yeah,
smoothed it
yeah.
all out.
Yeah, on the firewall, flatten and smooth the firewall
And
out.
then he
Yeah.
brought the fiberglass up here. He also put the stripes here on the side.
Who needs air in a race car? You know.
I agree.
But what
He
kind
did-
of control arms did you put in here?
Oh, it's the front end. It's got the 2-inch drop spindle and a 4-inch drop control arm on the bottom. Which
There you
it
go.
actually drops the control arm. They put the bucket and they drop the spring. Use the same springs,
Yeah.
but they put a bucket on it so it drops the whole car down
Yeah.
4 inches, and then they put a 2-inch drop spindle too.
Still
love-
got a horn.
It's
Yeah.
got the horn. It's wipers. Everything works.
Yep, that's
Uh,
good.
I
That's
even
good.
tried to. This is the hood release. I had it bring in here. I
That's
didn't want to
nice.
just hang in here. I want to come back out over here.
That's nice.
So you come in and go out back out.
You did a lot of. Wow, this is why
Little-
it took 10 years. I mean, he has
Yeah.
a lot of thought here. I mean,
Little things. that
you know,
don't
you had to
realize.
work and have a family at the same time, build a
Right.
house. You know,
Well, I was going to work at UPS too, so it
Yeah.
just
Let's look at a couple of things. He's got a belt drive here, which is always nice. They're a lot more dependable.
Mhm.
Here's your electric water pump
electric water pump.
on the front of it.
Right.
Of course, he's got electric fan here.
I had to make all this too. That little shroud part, that metal, I made all that.
Oh yeah,
Oh, yeah.
custom made
Very
all
nice.
that.
And
Very
then
nice.
to put the over here, it would hit the steering box, so we had to move it over here.
Right.
What's it
so-
run about 180
Yeah, about 180.
It's got aluminum heads, as you can see, and this is based off a 350 block.
Yeah, and
you know what year?
A 400 crank, 350 block.
Yeah, 400
a guy at
crank,
work gave me the block.
That's
Gave me the block.
really.
Yeah, everybody helped me out. Gave me the block.
What heads are those? Do you know?
Dart Pro 1 heads.
Oh, Dart Pro 1. Okay.
205 valves, and then George ported them, did all the flow on them. He's got a flow bench, and then I also try to hide all the wiring. All the wiring's inside here.
Beautiful.
It comes in here. There's no wiring. The only wire you're going to see is this one. And this one runs off the front where the water pump is there.
What lift cam do you have?
635 lift.
Woo!
635.
Yeah.
You can tell.
What are you using for a carb?
It's a 950 Holley.
Holley 950.
It's got a bunch of work done to it.
Yeah.
I mean, I had a little problem at first. I was running the 750 and 780, and it kept running black.
Yeah.
And then I started thinking, a buddy of mine, he gave me a 950, and I put it on. He says, well, it made my motor run black. So I put it on my run, and it ran lean.
Yeah.
I'm like, how is that? I ran from a 750 to a 950, and it ran lean because the jets on it, not the jets, but there's some kind of internal parts of the carburetor.
Yeah.
It lets more air in the smaller carburetor.
Probably your idle bleeds and
stuff.
stuff.
The idle bleeds. The idle bleeds let more air in compared to the smaller carburetor.
Right.
So I went with a bigger carburetor and ran lean. It didn't make any sense.
And that's that's a talent that you don't find nowadays as much as carburetors, and people understand carburetors. But they're cool, man. I love running carburetor. I love running carburetor.
Bill is
a buddy of mine, Bill Grace. He helped me out a lot in the carburetor.
Yeah,
He's the one who also told me to change the line. You come on the backside here, you'll see where there's a bypass here. Sorry, there's a bypass right here. See in the back, and the bypass runs all the way to the back. See in the very back? See it runs out the back of the carburetor?
Yeah, this here?
Yeah, that's a bypass. The fuel pressure was getting up too high. It was like 12 and it started blowing up the carburetor.
Yeah, you want to be around 7 or 8, right?
Well, that's what it runs at now.
Well, your fuel pressure.
He ran it all the way to the back, and then he told me to take a carburetor apart and use a jet and put inside the line.
Yeah.
And then
put
a Holley jet, and it restricts the gas just enough to let it go by, but slows it down.
What a great trick.
And you can change the jets on it too.
Again, Bill, he's been
different. Yeah. That's why different friends help you out. Yeah. And the guy, I've known the guy that painted the car for since 1974.
Yeah.
So I've known him a long time.
Yeah.
He just passed away, like I said. GL, Gary Ledbetter, he was a good guy. But he helped me out a lot. And this was a lot of work, and I just kept telling him, you need to stop. He said, my name's on this thing. He says, I'm not doing it unless my name is on it.
It's gorgeous. So, absolutely gorgeous. Well, I think we have you started up for us real quick. Let's let the viewers hear the motor here. Watch this. Beautiful. Beautiful.
Nice. Wait a minute. I want you to turn that key back on. I want the viewers
to
hear this fuel pump.
That's good. Yeah.
That's louder than most 4-cylinder vehicles.
That's a fuel pump right there. Well, man, that thing sounds awesome. Well, Bob, we appreciate it, brother. We're running out of time.
So, trying to get everything, but we got it. Long trip down here, but thank you for coming.
Yeah, it's a beautiful vehicle. And if you see it on the road, be careful. She's nasty.
Yes.
I'm Chip.
I'm Steve.
It's Bob.
And this is Chip's Garage.